Let's take a look at the scoreboard and what went down tonight on the ice. The Avs faced off with the Sharks. Colorado pulverized the competition with this one. The Kings were in a dogfight on the road up against the Ducks. Los Angeles turns in a strong defensive effort, enough to preserve the win. The Penguins faced off against the Jets. Winnipeg powers through in a tight one. The story on the ice continues in a moment. Are days like this gearing up for a big game agonizingly long?
Sometimes it's like the clock never moves. Remember when you were a kid and you were looking at the clock in school and you're like, would you please move along, and nothing happens? It's like that a lot for a player too. And when you're a young player, you don't have a lot of experience. The nerves really build as the day goes on.
Final game of the homestand, and it's already been a lot of thumbs up. Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski. They'll look for one more win tonight. And we are about set to drop the puck on this one. The Leafs start with possession as we are now underway. Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. Denies it in front. Dishes it off. And there's another stop.
Well, he has been under siege, and I'm loving his compete level. I mean, he's making consecutive saves one after another.
Getzel's got the puck in his own zone. Slides it quickly to Matthews. Oh, it stops him again. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. With a stoppage in play, it's time now to look at our pound-for-pound matchup.
Well, there's two outstanding rookies on the ice tonight, James, and how much fun is this? Highly entertaining to watch their skills. And you also know that they're fighting for the Calder Trophy right now, so it's more about just competing as a group. It's also about competing as an individual, going head-to-head, trying to show that you're the best. Such an impressive save. Love looking at this one again, James. You know that this goaltender is dialed in, so focused when they're doing everything to get to the puck and keep their opponent at bay.
We're still in the early stages of this period. We're still scoreless. Smart play to take possession, sneaking in off the wing. Sends it in on the attack. Toronto's got a hold of the puck. Quick snap! Oh, what a stop with the stick by Vasilevsky.
Well, goaltender has to be able to anticipate the play, and he does just that. Gets square to the shooter in the low slot and makes the save.
Toronto's got the puck inside the offensive zone. That's blocked. Back to the point it goes. And he takes the feed. Passes it over. And now he moves it quickly to Matthews. My goodness, the pressure really building here in the offensive end. They work it down low. Another feed. And that was read all the way. Great heads-up defensive play. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Stolarz makes the save and hangs on for a stoppage of play. Tampa Bay's looking to break out. Into the attacking area from the left side. Here's a short pass to Paul. Oh, and he missed the net.
I think he does a great job of getting to position here, James, to be able to get that shot off. He gets it off fast and quick. He just misses wide.
To the low slot. Oh, denies him with the paddle save.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Carlin Bade is standing by with another edition of Bade's Bites. What do you got for us?
Well, chew on this, James. This team's on a 5-game winning streak. The fans are loving it, but the coach, he's still making it a challenge for them to keep the streak going. Puck Luck 13 says, keep it rolling, boys. James?
Thanks very much, Carlin. Play continues here. It's a fun one here in the building tonight. The Lightning have taken possession along the wall. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Tries to feed it over to Gensel. Stones him in front.
Listen, James, the shooter's in the slot. This is as high danger as it can get, and he challenges. He's set, ready to go in great position and makes the save as a result.
Lots of time left in this period. The game is still scoreless. Nice job tying up his opponent. Nice zone entry from the right side. Works it across to Riley. Unable to reach that one. Scores! Mitch Marner!
Well, often goaltenders today, they drop into the butterfly as a default position and make themselves as big as possible. Idea being you want to take away as much of the net as you can. There's a lot of bodies in front, so a smart shot. He can't find it, and it finds its way to the back of the net.
The Leafs crowd has really come to life here early in this first period after that goal.
Anytime that you're sitting in the room before the game, you know, there's all that energy. Well, they've corralled it, and it has just exploded all at the same time with an absolutely electric start getting on the board early in the opening period.
Toronto's got the puck against the boards. Here's a shot. They score, and it's back-to-back tallies.
Yeah, and they've been chomping at the bit. Now they've got their opponent on their heel. They need a quick change here and find a way to continue the momentum. Well, he had his eyes on the puck. He tracked it perfectly and got himself set to position, James. I thought he had it. He got a good chunk of it, but he didn't get it all.
Well, this team's on a heater right now, and the coach looks pretty heated on the bench right now, giving it to the rookie.
I guess so, after a flurry of goals in their favor, and the coach is saying, listen, we're exactly where we want to be, and our opponent is exactly where they don't want to be. So find a way to keep the pressure on and allow them to chase the game.
Toronto's up here in the first, and they could easily be up by more based on what they've done offensively. And they win that draw at center. And now he tries to get it across to Pacioretty. And that slides right out to center ice. The Leafs get a hold of the puck along the boards. And that one's stopped. That's some smart heads-up defensive play by Kucherov. And he takes the pass. Shot! And he stops that cannon there. Wow! Right through. He's got a step. And they'll be forced to regroup as the puck leaves the zone. And we'll get a breather here with offside to call.
Kamp's been lighting the lamp with this point streak, playing so confident. He knows where he is on the ice, and it just seems that every time it makes its way towards the net, the puck's going in.
The Leafs take control of the faceoff. The Bolts gain possession in their own end. Slides it over with pace to Kucherov. Toronto's got a hold of it against the wall. Moves it quickly over to Matthews. Look at this. They've got some bodies here on the attack. Big time stop there. With the blast. There's back-to-back saves.
Well, you know that he's a fierce competitor, and he battled to make consecutive saves there, James.
Under siege, and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle. Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. We've got a 2-0 game here tonight. Quick pass across to Kempf. Pacioretty's got the puck along the wing. Tampa Bay's got possession of the puck. The Leafs have the puck now. Grabbed along the boards by Girgensons. Shot! Just gets enough to keep it out. Quick feed to Pacioretty. Feeds it to Kempf. Makes a move in front. And there's a glove save on the play. Toronto's got the lead here in the first as they have been the more dominant team in the offensive area. The Leafs win it. And he'll likely feel that one in the morning. And he totally whiffs on that one. Tampa Bay's moving it up the ice. Sends a pass over. And that carries off a stick. Puck sent over to Flores. Can't connect. The Bolts have it from their own end. Puck grab by Paul. Takes the feed moving in. The Bolts played along the wing. A little bump and grind, but still hangs on to the puck. Stolarz elects to hang on for the whistle, and as a defender, do you like these sorts of moves by your goalie?
Yeah, I don't mind it at all, James. I mean, when your goaltender elects to hold on when they haven't been busy, and when you have a lead and you know you can protect it, I don't mind it at all.
Rips it, and that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Matthews moves the puck. Here they come down the right side and on the attack. Fires it on net. Too much traffic in the lane. Takes a shot. Scores! They strike again, and that's 3 unanswered goals.
Over and over and over again, James, and you can see the excitement on the bench. They know that they've deflated, and they push their opponent back on their heels. They need to keep plugging away here and not get complacent. I just love watching him play. I mean, if you're playing alongside him, all you have to do is get open, keep your stick on the ice. And often it's just your stick. Your body can be taken, but he'll find the open ice if there's any. He did there, and it's in the back of the net yet again.
And a smart heads-up play with the bank. Puts it on net. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Shot! That goes wide. The Bolts have it against the wall. Esemont's lugging the puck. Tosses it on to Paul. Quick pass to Chernak. Lets it fly. The lane was plugged up and that shot's blocked. Moves it to Flores. Nice poke check. Taken by Girgensons. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Throws it in. Scoops up the puck now. Takes the pass. And he slides it quickly to Pacioretty. Moves into the slot. And that won't go as it hits one of his own teammates in front. Tampa Bay's got it in their own zone. Paul's got it across the line. Slides it back to the blue line. Oh, a clutch save! And that nullifies that threat for the moment. Gets control of the puck here in his own end. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Here's a chance! And the save! Here's a short pass to Flores. Gets the puck in deep. Puck sent down the ice. We'll get an icing. Toronto's been the better team here in this first period, and as a result, they've got a big lead. Off the draw, they take possession.
So much time in practice working on D-zone faceoffs, and this is exactly why coming off an icing, you win it, and you have the opportunity to get out and get a change.
Looks to get the puck over to point. Toronto's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. Well past the midway mark of this period, Toronto's got a 3-0 lead. They have been in control right from the start. Takes possession off the draw. Turns him away. Takes that pass back at the point. Slides it across. Feeds it over. With the stop. Slides the puck over. Quick feed to Gensel. Here's a shot. Scores! and a little sign of life here on the ice as they try to get back into it.
Yeah, a little bit of a momentum swing right here, and now they've got to layer it, which means they've got to have that next shift where they attack and have the mindset to drive the net.
Let's see if it's sustainable now. The Lightning have fallen behind in this one, but they're showing some signs of life now.
There's always a way back in the game, in particular when you're in the first period, but you have to find an energy and really a collective effort with good habits if you want to fight your way back in.
Shot! Comes up with the stop. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. Toronto's holding a noticeable edge in the shot department here in the first, and they lead as a result. Slides it diagonally to Kempf. Into the offensive end now. Takes a shot. Makes a save again.
I'm not sure where the defense is, but I'll tell you what, the goaltender has been outstanding. Made a flurry of saves to keep his team in this one.
The Leafs are up big here late in the first period. They take possession as he locks them up off the faceoff. The Leafs have it now. Snaps it on net. Turns it away. Oh, another stop.
He's out battling his opponent right now. He is so dialed in. He's tracking the puck, making save after save. It's about time his team starts working in front of him.
Picking up some steam at center ice. Dumps the puck in. Toronto's got the puck along the wall. Flores has it in the defensive end. To the front. Big save by the goaltender watching that one.
I love this save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play. Doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it.
Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Back at the point, they set it up. Big time stop. Up along the wing. Dishes it off. Gives them nothing in front. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. The Leafs have created a lot of scoring chances so far, and they lead it late in this first period. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Point's got it in the defensive end. Receives the pass. Comes up with the stop. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Both teams getting a good sweat on after this first period. We've got lots more in store, and we're coming back with a clean sheet of ice next.
Be sure to attend our Auto and Light Truck Show next weekend and get a sneak peek at next year's models from the world's top automobile manufacturers.
Welcome back, everybody. We're your friends, Cheryl and James, and we are about to get ready to go with the second period. Well, the ice certainly seemed tilted in the opening frame. We'll see if it continues here in period number 2. Well, Cheryl, we got 20 minutes under our belts in this one. How do you sum up the performance?
The Bolts are trailing in this game simply because they haven't had the puck. They've been chasing it. They haven't found their legs. Listen, you have to play aggressive. You have to attack if you want to win the game.
Tampa Bay's got it along the wall. Takes a shot. Blocked in front. And it's a quick pass to Matthews. The Lightning have the puck in their own end. Gaining momentum along the wing. Grabs possession of the puck. Great pass from the left wing. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Picked up along the boards by Point. Tremendous stop by Stolarz.
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the low slot. You want to take away time, you want to take space. Goaltender does it, makes a save.
Toronto's offense has come to play in a big way as they dominated both the shots and goal category. The Bolts will start off on the attack after winning the draw. And a great save.
Stolarz has looked really comfortable and dialed in the crease tonight, James. He's calm, he's composed, he's made the saves he's needed to. But his team has played excellent in front of him and created a ton of scoring chances, a reason why they have a healthy lead.
Streaking into the attacking zone from the right. The Leafs gain control of the puck against the wall. Takes it across the blue line. Feeds it over on the attack. And it banks off a stick in traffic. Taken along the wall by Nylander. Just a simple save by Vasilevsky. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Toronto's really put the pressure on here offensively, and they lead in the second. The Leafs take possession off the faceoff. Good positioning there to knock it away with the glove. Through center along the wing. And they'll dump it in. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. Hakampa stick handling in his own zone. Cuts to the paint. And that goes off a player in front. Now over to Hagel. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Puts it in deep. The Leafs gain possession. Sends it over to Flores. Oh, and he tracks it perfectly in the offensive end. Slides the puck across to Kempf. Fires it. And that goes off the glove and will play on. Covers it up and we'll get a stoppage in play. Still plenty of time left in this frame. Toronto's been the better team, and the scoreboard shows it. 4-1 is where we sit. Cirelli's won the draw here in their own zone. Drills them. Tampa Bay's in now. Oh, and that doesn't go well. Moves it quickly over to Flores. Quick shot, and that's blocked away. Shot on net. On the deflection. The Lightning have the puck against the boards. Sends it in deep. Toronto's got the puck. Quick pass to Hakanpää. Handles the puck. Tampa Bay's got possession at center. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Stolarz has it and freezes the play. Toronto's been the more aggressive team offensively. Look at the shot clock and just look at the score. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Huge stop by Stolarz.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area, and he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
The Bolts scoop it up along the boards. Tampa Bay's got it in their own zone. Here's a shot, and he keeps that one out. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Toronto's been firing on all cylinders here early in this second period, and they continue to lead this one. Moves the puck across to Kempf. Gaining momentum along the boards. Moves it to Pacioretty. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Vasilevsky.
Well, this is such a quick shot that comes from the slot that you have to have good reflexes to be able to make that glove save.
Toronto's dominated right from the start. Their offense clicking on all cylinders, and they lead here in the second. The Leafs win that offensive zone faceoff. And kept that one out of the net. Picked up along the wall by Geekie. And he passes it up ahead to Esimon. Sent into the offensive zone. Flores plays it now. Angles it over to Pacioretty. Makes the save. Moves with the puck at the corner. Right in the slot. There's another stop.
You can certainly tell that the goaltender is dialed in on that last sequence of saves, James. He's to position, so he finds a way to make multiple saves back-to-back.
We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. Toronto's put on an excellent display of firepower, leading 5-1. Puck picked up by Hakanpää. Now a quick pass to Pacioretty. And that's intercepted by Kucherov.
Now the puck's on his stick. He's still waiting for his first. Will he get it today?
Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play. The Leafs continue to lead in the second. They have been the busier team in the shot department, and as a result, they lead. Off the face-off, they take the puck. And he comes up with the glove save.
What a save from point-blank range. I mean, he's in fabulous position, square to the shooter in the slot, and he makes the glove hand save.
And both centers glide into the dot as a face-off set to resume. Camps won a big draw in their own end. Ref's arms in the air. We got a penalty coming up. Sends the pass in front. They score! Wait, hang on here. They're waving it off immediately.
This is not going to count, James. The goaltender had no chance of playing that puck. This is going to be goaltender interference.
The Leafs will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening.
The league's best power play gets an opportunity to increase their lead. No better way to continue that momentum than to get these guys out there.
Handles it along the blue line. Scooped up along the wall by Matthews. Takes the feed. Here's a short pass to Marner. And he's going to cover up the puck and get a whistle.
That's a great read by the goaltender to hold on, James. They were under siege in their own zone. Now they have an opportunity to reset, refocus, and get back on their horse.
Matthews will take the face-off here as this man advantage is about to resume.
Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 32 seconds.
Quick pass over to Flores. A chance in front. Takes a shot. Vasilevsky's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off. I know they didn't like the non-goal call, but the show must go on here. Here we go with a face-off. Tampa Bay's got the win off that draw. The Bolts move the puck in the defensive zone. Toronto's gained possession along the boards. Passes it over. Scores! No mistake on that one. The clinical power play goal.
Let's have another look at this, James. Yep, there it is. I mean, look at that net front presence, just the screen and the goaltender battling to find the puck. That's exactly what you need in the paint on a power play, and as a result, they score.
Toronto's had that magic touch tonight, Cheryl.
Sometimes when you get up in a game, James, it's easy to get complacent and just hold the puck, stop attacking, but not tonight. They're not. The entire bench, the lineup, such an offensive threat. Line 1 right through line 4. They've been a wave tonight.
Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. Centering feed, and that's stopped. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. Toronto's offense came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. Camps, look at this pounder, they're going to go.
Well, they're going to go and run the fist, not just their mouths here. Physical engagement, trying to switch momentum for each of their teams.
And this one's over.
Well, he's been sent to the ice, didn't keep his hands up, and he took one hard. The Leafs have created a buzz in the building as everyone's standing on their feet, cheering their guy on in this fight.
Action set to resume here after what was a wild couple of minutes on the ice there. Paul's won the draw here in the defensive zone. Takes control of the puck. The Bolts play it along the boards. Tries to feed it over to Chernak. Oh, and there's a great save by Stolarz. Toronto's moving it along the wing. Oh, look at this chance. There's a great glove save by Johansson.
You see goaltenders working on reaction time all the time. Why? For shots like this, you just have to react. It's instincts that make the save.
The Leafs continue to lead it here in the second period. They have been very active in the offensive zone tonight. Tampa Bay's got a hold of the puck. And he slides it quickly to Gensel. Cutting to the front of the net. Stopped by the goaltender. He got a little piece of that one. Stolarz hangs on to the puck to stop the play. And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Grabbed along the boards by Pacioretty. Let's move to the middle. Picked off in front. Slides it across to Kucherov. And that's broken up by Pacioretty. Shot, scores! And that's 4 in a row, and they are rolling tonight.
Well, the whole bench is rolling. Why? Because they're all getting goals and apples. Have the stats tonight. You can feel the energy as they're all standing up. They've gotten 4 in a row.
Toronto's got to be thinking they don't want this night to end. Like, here we are in the second period, and they just continue to find the offense goal after goal here, Cheryl.
Yeah, and the point production is spread throughout the entire lineup. So what that means is everyone's gaining confidence as this game continues. So I got to feel sorry for their opponent right now. They look deflated. They look frustrated, as they should be.
And now he moves it quickly to Kucherov. Shot! Scores! And there is a much-needed counterpunch from the other end.
Well, they've closed the gap, but the next shift is the most important. The ability to have energy and try and get that puck and get another one on the board.
The Bolts now need to find a way to get a few more of those.
Yeah, they need them, because if they get that pushback and they can get a couple more, they'll feel like they have an opportunity to win the game, and then the sticks get heavy on the other side. But a lot of work to do to make that happen.
And he slides it quickly to Marner. Fires it on net. Wow, what a stop by Johansson. Sends it in front. Another pass. And he denies that great opportunity there. Toronto's had the better scoring opportunities, and lots of them, which is why they lead in a big way here in the second. Matthews wins it. They'll scores! And just like that, they take that momentum away.
Well, that's a huge shift. I mean, listen, their opponent scores, and instead of allowing them to build the confidence on it, they stomp it out right away. That's exactly what you want to do if you want to be a competitive team.
The Leafs still have a lot of time left in this game to even make this even more lopsided. But, Cheryl, late here in the second, they are dominant.
Well, it's pretty hard to believe that you start with the adrenaline running, you got the competitive juices flowing, and there is no lag in their play. It has been a consistent effort, and they simply have lit their opponent on fire.
And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. The Leafs are checking all the boxes tonight. More shots, more goals, and they lead in the second. Matthews is quick on the draw. And that shot gets caught in traffic. Tampa Bay's got control of the puck. They score! And that's back-to-back goals!
Well, nothing like switching momentum and putting your opponent on their heels than getting 2 in a row. Back-to-back, here they come. The game is played at such a high rate of speed, James, that you have to make decisions quickly, but there's a lack of coverage and a huge defensive miscue that leads to this goal.
The Leafs are firing on all cylinders tonight. Look at the scoreboard now, and there's no end in sight. We're only here late in the second.
Well, I mean, it's been a wave of energy, just shift after shift, and no matter who goes out there, they find a way to cash in, get it done, maintain possession. This is a team that, you said it, they're firing on all cylinders, James. This is going to be an absolute blowout.
And it's a quick pass to Tanev. Takes the feed. Redirected off one of his own line mates there. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Point. Now a quick pass to Radish. Sizzling shot, and he makes the save. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Slides it across. Shuts it down with the paddle. What a stop. Quick feed to Point. The Bolts take it along the wall. Centering pass. And he opts to backtrack here at the play. Moves it quickly over to Tanev. From along the boards, moves the puck ahead. And that's intercepted by Kucherov. The Bolts are across the line and into the offensive end. Centering feed. And he elects not to shoot and will hang on to the puck. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. The Leafs have been putting lots of shots on net and have been rewarded for their efforts. Good job tangling up his opponent here. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps him at bay. Puck dumped in. The Leafs gain control of the puck. Pass it up ahead.
First pass leads to the offense. That's a great one.
And it comes up big again. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. Toronto's done a nice job of generating pucks on net, and as a result, they lead here in the second. Cirelli's won it in their own end. Scoops up the puck behind the net. Feeds it over. Shot, and that's blocked. And a big-time save on a big-time shot. Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call. Official signals for the players to get into position, and we're about ready to drop the puck. Tampa Bay's going to start with the puck in their own end. Through center. Puts it on net, and that's denied by the goaltender. Nyes takes the puck. The Leafs cross the blue line and are on the attack. Shot! Stopped by Johansson. Moves the pass in front, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Dishes it off. Oh, he'd like to have that one back as it goes off the side. The Leafs have been on fire offensively tonight, and they lead for good reason here in the second. Toronto's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Oh, makes the save. That was a rocket. Toronto's on the attack.
Domi's able to corral that pass. He's got the puck on his stick. You know he's dangerous. He's got two in the game, and he's looking for another. So much pressure on this shift. They have their opponent running around everywhere, really chasing the game. This is exactly what you want.
Here's a chance. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. The Leafs have been the better team, leading in the shot department, and they lead it on the scoreboard. The Bolts win it. And they got caught up in traffic and hits a stick. Picked up along the boards by Isimo. Driving right to the front. Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. Odd man rush. Here's a chance. He scores! Oh, wow, there might have been some Velcro on that stick.
I would say so. It's a puck on the string, and it evades the defenders, and then he's able to get a shot through the goaltender and finish it off. I just love watching the puck on his stick, James. It's like it's on his string. He just knows exactly where he's going to move his opponent to, and then he finds his way to the net.
Play ready to resume as everybody lines in for the faceoff. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. On the attack along the boards. And that's a smart heads-up play by Nylander.
When you're trailing in a game, sometimes you try and do too much. You're overly aggressive, and you try and do a high-risk, high-reward play, and that's exactly what happens.
He scores! There's the hat-trick, and let it rain Chapeau!
Yeah, rain Chapeau is right there. Hats all over the ice. They're going to have to collect them all. This is going to take some time, but man, has he ever had an effective night. He had two, and he was thinking three all the way. This is exactly why you send bodies to the front of the net, James. You want to create a screen, and the goaltender drops into the butterfly position as a default and is battling to find the puck. Can't find it and beats him clean.
The Leafs take possession after that neutral zone faceoff. Here's a shot, and that's blocked from someone in front. Sends it into the offensive zone. And he slides it quickly to Nyes. Slides the puck across to Domi. Shot off the inside of the post, and we play on.
Toronto's players can't get too frustrated here with the multiple hit post, James. They're in the lead. They've been effective in the offensive zone, and they're continually generating some shots.
The Leafs have to be feeling good about themselves here in the late stages of this second period as they continue to lead big. Can they take advantage after winning that draw? Quick shot! Oh, that goes just wide of the net.
I think he had more time than he thought here, James. With the pressure coming in on him, he just releases the puck quick and he misses wide.
Scores! Deuces Lyle, that's his second of the game.
Well, he's got 2 tallies on the score sheet, James, but I love this game off the puck as well. I think that he's had a hard nose on the forecheck. He's hounded it, he's hunted it, and guess what? He's been rewarded for his efforts.
Toronto's probably thinking right now, let's just skip the intermission and keep playing the way things are going here, Cheryl.
100%, James. Anytime you have a healthy lead, everyone's playing well and contributing. You don't want it to stop. You don't want to go and sit and wait to come back on the ice.
Cross ice pass to Pacioretty. Moves the puck to Riley. Tampa Bay's got possession of the puck. Slides it over to Atkinson. Dumps it in. Toronto's got the puck in their own end and sends it just out of reach. Picking up momentum across the zone here on the right side. From center they get into the attacking area. Takes a shot. Atkinson's got the puck. Great read to break up the play. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. The Leafs have been rewarded for all their scoring chances tonight as they carry the lead late in this second period. The Bolts win the faceoff.
Puck possession right off the draw, James, against a very tired group who just iced the puck, leads to an opportunity.
Passes it over. Toronto's gained possession. Pacioretty swooping in on the attack. Takes a shot. The Leafs are on cruise control here in the second. They have absolutely dominated. Matthews won the draw, and they'll start off on the attack. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. Moves the puck. Fires it. The Leafs have it against the wall. Gets the puck over to Marner. And he coughs it up with the pass. Wrist shot from the slot. Tremendous play for the team as he blocks it. Here we go, odd man rush. Quick shot. Grabs the puck in the slot. Tampa Bay's got the puck in the defensive end. And there's the horn, bringing an end to period number 2. Still 20 minutes more of action in the third. Stick around.
Give us a chance to see the greatest talents in the world when they visit our city. See the official arena website for details on upcoming concerts.
And we are just moments away from the start of the third period. It has certainly been a one-sided affair tonight, and we are underway in the third. Cheryl, 40 minutes in the books now played. How do you view this one?
The Bolts coach won't be happy with their performance tonight in the effort areas and the habits. I mean, they really haven't been hard on the puck. They haven't been strong or physical. And as a result, their opponent has taken it to them because they've had the puck the entire game.
Johansson's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. The Leafs have built themselves a sizable lead here early in this third period. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Oh, and what a save as he gets that one, too. Sends one up to Girgensons. Handles the pass. And just got a piece of it to keep it out. Toronto's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Here's a shot. Stopped with the waffle maker by Johansson.
Flores back on the ice and gets a shot on net, showing his true value when he is on the ice and can play the game. I mean, he just served a 5-minute major for fighting.
We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. The Leafs have been active all night in the offensive zone, and they lead it here in this third. Paul's won the draw here in their own zone. Sends the pass over. Quick pass to SMO. Fantastic save! Oh, great core strength to hang on to the puck after that. Takes the feed at the back end. And that's turned aside by Stolarz.
Every coach is going to tell you, get in front of the goaltender and take away their eyes. Well, it's the goaltender's job to find the puck. He finds it and makes the save.
Both teams are set. We'll drop the puck here. Works it across to Kempf. Tries to get the puck over to Timmins. With possession along the wall. Pacioretty's got it in the corner. And that's intercepted by Perbix. Toronto's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Oh, and he makes another save! And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. The Bolts win the draw. Slides it across to SMO. Takes the return feed. Shot. Oh, he stops him with a glove. Great reflexes there. The Leafs have been the busier team offensively, and as a result, they lead it big time here in this third. And they win the draw in the offensive zone, and they go to work. On the redirect. Denies him. Moves it to Pacioretty. Along the half wall with the puck. Shot. The Bolts take possession in the defensive end. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Toronto's have been on a roll offensively tonight, and they lead it here early in this third period. Off the draw, they take possession. Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. And he takes the dish. Long jam in front, that's broken up. Here we go, puck's in deep. The Bolts gain possession. Here's a short pass to Point. Fires it on net. Oh, comes up with a stop. Toronto's got a hold of the puck. Puts it on net. Glove save. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. Toronto's won the faceoff. Centering feed. Oh, and they couldn't complete that. The Bolts take it along the wing. From the right side, he goes to the middle of the neutral zone. Blocked in traffic. Gaining steam here on the attack. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Centering feed. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Breakaway. What a save by the Tendy there.
Well, he's exuding a ton of confidence, not sitting back in his neck, challenges and make the save.
Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a stop by Johansson. They put the puck into the offensive end. And now he moves it quickly to Matthews. Cuts to the front. Oh, what a great stop as he got a piece of it with the glove.
Johansson's able to get to position and negate that dangerous slot shot.
Point's got the puck in his own zone. Takes the feed up ahead. Quick feed to Chernak. Lets it go. Takes it right in the chest. And we're going to get a stoppage here as the referee blows the play dead. Quick feed to Pacioretty. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. And he slides it quickly to Tanev. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. The Leafs can simply take this on cruise control based on the lead that they now have here in the third. The Bolts start with the puck in their own end. Hagel's got it on the offensive end. Shot! Stolarz decides to slow it down and hangs on for the whistle.
Well, he's been under siege all night, James, and he has made some huge saves, but he reads the temperature of the game right there and elects to hold on to get the faceoff.
Toronto's attempt to put more pucks on net has paid off as they lead it in the third. And now it's grabbed by Tanev. Down the left wing across into the offensive end. Scores! And they're loving it in the sixth tonight.
Well, this is a real tough play for a goaltender to get a read on, James. You're in that inner slot area. The puck's on the backhand, fighting for position and getting it off quickly. That's a tough one to read and a reason why it goes to the back of the net.
Toronto's performance tonight still showing no signs of let-up here in this third period.
Well, they've had such an impressive performance, James. It's been dominant in all areas of the ice, and there's been no lag or no let-up. The message has been clear by the coaching staff as well as everyone on the bench. Keep pushing.
Looks to set up at the point now. And that doesn't reach the net. The Leafs have it now. Quick pass across to Kemp. And he takes the feed. Puck is frozen and we'll get a face-off. Teams are lined up and we are ready to take this draw. Trying to get the puck out of his own end. And manages to clear the zone. Oh, what a save! He gloved that one! Columbus comes up next on the schedule, and, you know, much like this fan base, they also travel well. Should be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it. The Leafs have looked sharp tonight. Lots of pucks on net and a lot of goals as a result. We've called it the game within the game. It's pound for pound. Cheryl, who's the winner in the matchup tonight?
Flores going to win the head-to-head comparison for me tonight, and just by a fraction, James, because both players were held off the score sheet. One of the areas of the game that I did like was his back pressure. I thought he had real pursuit to his game tonight, and for me, that led to his impact. The Bolts have been terrible tonight. I mean, right from puck drop, right through the third period, they're staring up at the clock. They just want to get out of this one.
Oh, and that's poked away in the offensive zone by Point. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. Drives to the sweet spot. And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. Picks off the feed. Slides the pass over to Kempf. Quick pass to Flores. Big play inside the defensive zone. Slides the puck to Kucherov. And it's a quick pass to Point. Here's a chance. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up. Toronto's offense has put on a show tonight, and here they are in blowout mode late in the third. The Bolts move to the offensive zone. Moves it quickly over to Radish. Hammers it on net. Scores! Off the post and in.
Well, that's a real sneaky one that fooled the goaltender, James. Not much room available, but that one, perfectly executed.
Tampa Bay's recognized that they're not going to play run time here, so at least try to make it respectable.
Respectable, and they can finish with physicality, and that's something that the staff will be telling them. Also look for everyone to be jumping into the attack, trying to get some pressure on their opponent and get some much-needed goals.
In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Toronto's been on a roll offensively tonight. Lots of chances, and they lead it late in this third. Kampf won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. And that's blocked in traffic. Tampa Bay's looking to break out. The Bolts carry it along the wall. Here's a shot. Great save from in tight.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high-danger area.
Plus another! The Leafs have it now. Flores moves the puck. Off a stick, and they can't connect. And makes the save.
Johansson's in such great position. He's able to redirect that puck to safety right to the corner.
Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Textbook stop by Johansson. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Toronto's manufactured plenty of offense tonight, and they lead here late in this third period. Cirelli's won the draw in his own end. Now let's see if they can clear it. And that's stolen by Marner.
Toronto's been so impressive tonight. They're stealing pucks. They're finding ways to put them in, and it's been a blowout. Coach has got to be impressed.
And makes the save. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. Toronto's got the puck inside the offensive zone. Into the corner now. And that pass is redirected. And mercifully down to seconds left in this one. And he takes the feed. Moves it to Tanev. Can't get a hold of that pass. And now he moves it to Atkinson. Shot denied by Stolarz. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Toronto's been putting lots of pucks on net all night long, and they continue to lead late in this third period. Cirelli's won the face-off here in the offensive zone. Stolarz freezes the puck and opts for the whistle. And they'll start with possession. Puck scooped up by Atkinson. The Leafs will play it in their own end. Toronto's got the puck along the wall. Takes a shot. Scores! And look who's at it again.
It's the second of the game. Too bad you can't bottle these games up and just recall them whenever you want, because he's been all around the net. But your coach is preaching all the time. Take away the eyes of the goaltender. What does that mean? It means you get yourself in front of that net, whether it's a double stack, a double screen, whatever you can do so that the goaltender can't find the puck. And he couldn't. As he drops to that butterfly, he tries to make himself as big as possible, but he can't catch up to the puck.
And they win that neutral zone draw. From the right side and up the middle. They score! And what a counter punch they serve up.
Well, you said it, counter punch. You know the coach is going to love this quick, timely response. When you look down your bench, you got to know that there's personnel that can go out there and provide some energy for your team. They just did it. Well, he's really battling to find this puck, James, but he drops into that butterfly, and he's still looking for it with his blocker. He just can't get a hold of it.
Tampa Bay's got to find a way to continue to attack here now, right, Cheryl?
Yeah, and they're going to do that by throwing defensive structure out the window and just pushing forward. You can expect 4 players to be involved in the attack when they get going north.
The Leafs win the faceoff. Takes the feed at the point. Slides it across. Shuts him down. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. The Leafs are going to want to bring this big lead home late in the third. Good job tangling up his opponent here. Toronto's got the puck against the boards. And the fans on their feet recognizing a solid victory here in front of them. Moves the puck over to Tanev. Takes a shot, and one last save. And there it is. This one's all over. Domi's hat trick, the big difference tonight, and probably got himself a few new hats as well there, Cheryl.
What a performance to put 3 goals past the tender at this level is certainly a feat, James. But every time the puck is on his stick, he knows exactly what to do with it, and that lethal shot, it was on display tonight.
Thanks so much for taking time out of your schedule to join us tonight. From all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cebulski. See ya. You know, I'm not sure what the coach said over his shoulder at one point, but boy, oh boy, he was a different player after making a pretty effective play out there.
Well, he wasn't asking him what he ate for pregame, I'll tell you that, because while
No.
it might have looked pretty calm, the coach was into him pretty good. He wanted him to get moving, and I think the player took it the right way. Sometimes they don't, but the kid took it the right way, and I thought he played a heck of a game after that point.
Post-game show continues. We'll get to the phones in just a moment, but how about the rookies' performance out there on this night? Wow. Was challenged to be, can you give us more? And the coaching staff saw an opportunity to say, hey, I think there's more you can give. And you know what? The youngster delivering certainly showed that there was more to give as they extend that winning streak and keeps the good times going. And the home crowd loving that, as I can see on social media here and taking all sorts of calls we'll get to in just a quick moment. Let's go to the phones here now. Who's on line one? All right, I appreciate that call there, Dom. And there's where I would agree with that. I just wanted to see a little more from the kid in the win. He's been good this year, and I think that's probably where the expectations now when we watch him on a nightly basis have raised, right? Because you expect that bar to be up there. You expect to see him shine. And on a night like this where he didn't, it's a little disappointing because you're felt wanting more. But nevertheless, the end result in hockey is about winning games, and they got the job done here on this night. Back to the phones we go. Cindy is on line 4. How are you, Cindy? Let's take a look around the league and some of the final scores out there tonight. The Lightning paired up with the Maple Leafs. Toronto plastered their opponents with a big offensive output. Lots more to get to on the ice. Stay with us, everybody. You know what? And that's a great point, and thank you very much for the call there, Jackson. And, when you look at some of the players out there and the young players in the league that are making people take notice, I think you have to look at him and what he has done so far in his early steps in the National Hockey League. Up front, he's finding a way to the net. He's finding a way to engage. He's also showing a two-way game. And for young players, you don't see that often. That usually takes a lot longer, and I've been really impressed from what I've seen from this young man in his early steps in his career in the National Hockey League. All right, back to the phones we go. We've got Dylan on line 5. Hey, Dylan.